Well, a lot of people think about this. How much money will you need to maintain your lifestyle? And if you left it too late, what should you do? The answer to those questions and more today. Finance editor Ross Greenwood joins us now. Ross, how are you?
Well, I'm not too bad, but it's a real problem. You're right about but just how much money is enough is always a real issue we all grapple with, because the difficulty is you don't know how long you're going to live to begin with, and so therefore you don't know just how much money you need to actually sustain you during your long or short retirement years.
There has been some research done on this, and I might say some pretty disturbing statistics as well, just on so much how much money that the female baby boomers have in the kitty. I think we've got some stats on this.
Now, have a look at it here. It is here now. 50% of female baby boomers have got less than $8,000 in their super fund, which is appalling if you think about it, given the fact that you need, arguably, a lot more than that to live on. And 50% of men have less than $30,700 in super.
Now, is that a yearly basis, or is that...
No, that's it in total, right? Now, the only thing that's going to save these people, baby boomers generally will be saved to a certain extent by compulsory, which means 9% of your pay automatically goes across. The problem is that everybody from the day that they turn 20 and start work, let's say if they've been through university, something like that, to the day that they retire, let's say at the age of 60, need to put in about 15% of their pay every year. So even if you just go with the compulsory scheme, you're still going to underdo yourself, if that's the right term, by about, let's say, a quarter or so, or by a third. And so therefore you're going to either have to change your lifestyle in retirement as you get older, or indeed you're going to have to find some way to top up the pot along the way.
I'll get to that in just a second. What is the average amount that people should be looking at for retirement on a per year basis?
Well, what I believe is I think that should be 2/3 of your salary. Now, here it is. So therefore, for a comfortable retirement, the average person in Australia earns about $50,000 a year. They need about $30,000, which is about 2/3, let's say. Now, the thing about this is if you're on $100,000 a year, of course, you're going to need somewhere between $60,000 and $70,000 a year to live off. To earn that money just out of a bank account, multiply that by 20, right, which is 5% in a bank account, and what you'll find is that comes up to $600,000 to earn $30,000 a year. Now, OK, you might say you can top a bit of it up with an age pension or something like that, but remember, the age pension is if you've literally got not very much money at all.
It makes a lot of sense, because if you just do the 9% super and you end up with, say, 300,000, 400,000,
you're 200,000 or 300,000
a year, that's only 10 years. People are living far beyond that.
You're $2,000 or $3,000. You're also $2,000 or $300,000.
Okay, what's the best way if people find themselves in that situation where they've only got a little bit in the kitty right now? How do they improve it? Well,
there's only one way to do it, and that is to save some more money. Now, the problem is a whole lot of people get attracted to go out there and do let's get rich quick schemes, or that we're going to win the lotto next weekend, that's going to solve all their problems. The real thing is the only way to do it for most people is to actually go and save some money. Don't be lazy. Salary sacrifice, so you put more money aside into super. Look for other investments. So therefore, you've got to try and accumulate. The whole trick of life is to actually try and turn the income you get from your salary into assets over a period of time. So ultimately, you will live off those assets when you hit the retirement years. Now, that might be a flat, it might be a share portfolio, it might be a small business, or it might be a super fund. Whatever it is, that's what the aim of life is in terms of your finances.
That's good advice. And also, people have got to factor in rising costs as well, don't they?
Well, this is also the issue, and that is that for a lot of people now, as the cost of living for retirees goes up, you might find it's an extra $1,000 that literally you've got to have in your super fund just to keep up with the cost of living.
All right, Ross, thank you for that, and more information on our website. Jess?